Welcome, Barberton Esports fans, to our round of games today. We are going to be having Barberton here versus, I believe it's Struthers High School in this case. We have Thomas Cox on Tommy Boy, Ohio on the Reaper, Mott on the Lucio, which is Rei Crowder, Yi, which is Mikey Brown, Sleepless Alec Wuethrich, and Sunwolf is Ryan McInerney on the Junkrat here. Going up against the Junkrat mirror, the Dark Wolf. Is it the Sunwolf or the Dark Wolf?
It is a Junkrat mirror, indeed. I'm excited to see how this is going to play out here.
Quick out to the point. Tom going for
an immediate flank while the Alec takes the high ground here. Looks like Struthers takes the low ground, interestingly enough. Dark Wolf gets a pick on Sunwolf.
Oh, looks like the Dark Wolf takes the edge right now.
A huge purple onto the Ryan there. It's a little bit hard to follow up, although Sleepless Alec is getting a lot of damage out there. Not able to really take the fight being down one player. Looks like Tommy's trying to go for another play here. A little bit passive.
They're not really looking.
The
Moira walks
straight into his head. Excellent cleanup from the Ryan there. This should be a sweep for Barberton here after this. Beautiful plays.
Struthers must not have called out that the Reaper was missing there because, you know, Tommy had been right up here, and then when he went back, he didn't show back up again until he was...
That Moira's thought they were fading to safety. Nope.
It was an
Tommy Boy.
It was an aggressive fade, which there, Sunwolf Revenge.
The Revenge.
Dawn rises. It's one of those things where you really don't want to see an aggressive fade usually, and I think they were trying to fade to take a weird angle or something from Struthers.
To me, it looked defensive. Oh, a huge shatter straight down main with this forward hold here.
Yeah, they're just looking to deny them time. They know that they're going to have the ult economy over Struthers here. And so they're just going to start, you know, one by one, probably using the mirror. I'm expecting we'll see the coalescence here soon, I'm guessing.
Huge purple onto the Ramatra on the enemy team there. Not able to push through, and then they beat trying to come through here. A nano boost on the Reinhardt, and the trap shuts down this push.
Yeah.
Full stop. Oh, Tommy Boy cleaning it up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're probably going to pick the last one here. I mean, she's just running away, right?
Sunwolf did get hit by the
almost. I was going to get it.
The orb.
Oh, that is so close. Oh, Ray almost had that to do it. That would have been funny if he just got domed in the back of the head with the orb. Barber's still got great ult economy here, you know. They're going to deal with the Ram and the Kiriko. I wonder if they're going back here for that reason.
I think they kept this forward hold here.
Because then they're going to be able to rush right down this
Ooh, the tire gets the Genji out of position, so now the flank is opened up for the Junkrat to come in. Alec going to absolute town in the combo there. Oh, losing the main support for Barberton, but it looks like another clean fight for Barberton here at the end.
Yeah, they're coming up on the shatter here. We should be able to hold it at this point. I'm guessing that they're going to shatter this, and then that'll be the wrap-up.
Looks like the Struthers Ramatra tried to get an ult off there, was immediately shut down with the hyper-aggressive Alec there. I think Barberton's found their pace of play here, and it's going to be complete shutdown.
He's trying to get that last charge.
Oh, right, bounced
huge
in the
purple.
Head. Ends up going down.
Picks.
Thrown out for the ultimate
celebratory hammer, really, there, yeah.
Another clean fight for Barberton.
Yeah, that was a really big purple from Yi out there as they were pushing through, and that just enabled the team to just go for kill after kill after kill.
Absolutely. I mean, the leapfrog there, the Reinhardt on his back from the shatter in and the concussive blast from the Junkrat, and then the purple going straight into the back line was just an absolute recipe for success for Barberton there.
Yeah, this is a pretty dominating first map of the 3 maps here, potential 3. Though if Barberton plays like they just did, I think that this is going to be a 2-map here for, what are we on, Lijiang?
This is the Lijiang, yes. Let's, so this is interesting, some of the hero picks on both sides. It looks like teleport strategy out of Barberton going straight to point with a Zenyatta and a Mei, interestingly enough, as well. Although the Orisa with the Ana on Struthers might have some efficacy here. Although, unfortunately, they try to go down main. Barberton's already set up. How are they going to push into this?
Yeah, I mean, the Mei is really nice, but they really want to probably go for the wall-offs here. I'm not sure if the Zen...
Sunwolf gets Dark Wolf almost immediately there.
How does the Zen fit into this? Just curious.
I would assume it's to shut down enemy tank aggression by keeping the
orbs on.
Yes.
Yeah, you're probably right on that. Yeah, but this is on the tank, so what's this tank gonna do other than take a lot more damage?
Absolutely.
While the Ryan's swinging out over here, and they can just deny this space a little bit with the.
Looks like Struthers doesn't really know which angle they want to push at. Like they have a tank down main, and they have 2 of their DPS on the outflank there. Huge purple onto the Orisa there. Ooh, Soldier cleaning up the back line. No shield there to protect. Nobody's taking good cover. Barberton's down 3. Can they hold? They don't have.
I don't know about that. Yeah, with
exactly
with Zen heals, there's no way that they're gonna be able to live
that. Zenyatta go? He does not get out.
He gets picked. I thought we might have seen the jump off there. Barberton probably just says, hey, let's
Osnat probably coming up on the visor here. Yeah, 75%. Built it faster than most players so far with that 4K there. Might be able to turn the tide here. A little bit of bad positioning from Barberton cost them a lot of momentum.
Going forward, looking like they're coming through the top.
Diving right on the enemy team. Turret's going up. Immediately gets the auto, which is a huge pick there. Although we lose the auto as well. Trading back and forth. Ooh, down 1 DPS Barberton is. They're still even. It's still a support and tank versus support in the tank here. Main takes it down. There. Just the Moira. That was a huge traded fight there.
Yeah, a lot of trades back and forth. Swapping the pieces on the chessboard, as some of the players were talking about prior. So strategizing.
It'll be interesting to see what Alec is trying to make a play here, knowing that they're down in numbers and they have a slow respawn.
But look at Barberton, they're up to 5 ults almost here, so, yep.
Huge wall. Okay, that is the saving grace there, so now we can play a little bit closer.
Tommy Boy,
ooh, trying to go for a pin. A little bit aggressive there. Is it going to get punished? Looks like the Arisa's a little bit timid there with the,
with that wall there.
And that Discord orb is not helping with the huge Discord orb, and the transfer this super aggressive fight.
Barberton's run out a lot of ults here. Really, probably could have kept a few in the tank.
I would agree. That was a nice fire strike onto the tire there too. So it looks like Barberton committed 4 ults.
I think they could have committed 1, maybe 2.
I would say 2 for a full shutdown there. The Transcendence seemed like. It was like counterintuitive there with the May wall in the way. It prevented the tank aggression.
Well, we had the Trance and the Nano, so I think the support's just wanting to support, you know.
Yeah, I can see it happening, but oh, nice pick from Yi on the Dark Wolf there. Not a lot of pushing power from the Struthers High School here right now.
Tommy guy waiting.
Looks like Soldier's gonna go make a play. Does Barberton realize what they're up against here? They should have been tracking ults here, but it's potentially. Oh, there it popped.
Yeah, the May was waiting.
Absolutely.
Big plays from Tommy there. They just never realized he was there and didn't know he had the ult ready to go. They didn't have a snowball's chance, as it were, right?
That is very true. I would have assumed that the soldier might go off on a wide flank with that visor and catch another 3 or 4K like he did when Struthers took the point, but it looks like he just wanted to go jump down main. Sunwolf was there, or I believe it was Tommy actually who threw the blizzard and shut down the entire engage.
That's right. Yeah, Sunwolf was on the sim on that one, so we had Tommy on the May. So. Yeah, we'll join you in round 2. I'm guessing we're seeing Kings Row as per usual, though we've had a few curveballs the last couple times for both Varsity and JV.
That is true.
So maybe people are really trying to branch out from the Kings Row world and just go to some metas that aren't as solved, I feel like, as the heroes.
Yeah, especially a lot of the new teams too, like the tried and true teams that have been around for a long time, who've been playing Overwatch since Overwatch 1, definitely prefer like a King's Row because it's a very commonly practiced map. But a lot of the new teams that we've seen in the league usually pick something different. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what comes with map 2. Welcome to Eichenwald, welcome to map 2, a map that Barberton historically has not done as well on, so I don't know if that is Struthers playing some mind games here, getting into Barberton's head, or if it's just the fact that, I don't know, they like castles. Could be a lot of things.
It's hard to say. I don't know if Struthers did some research on Barberton, but this is one of the maps that is not very commonly practiced, and is something that I've personally seen Barberton struggle on all throughout like the leagues and ladders, so it'll be interesting to see what Struthers High School can get up to in this match.
A couple changes here. We have Hunter Roland on the Soldier for Your Crying, and then Insane Kaeden is in for Alec on this. So a different tank and a different DPS. Taking along.
Struthers taking like a high ground far rotation, not really going down main, except the Genji goes off to the
far right. The Junkrat's just going to kill there, yep.
Ooh.
Get the Moira, actually.
Immediately shut down in the main support there. But the question is how are the sports fights going down? Looks like the Genji actually
comes in with it. I mean, can we get this purple? It's huge.
Ooh, Sunwolf ends up going down though.
They keep their tank up, so that's good. Kaeden gets the kill on the. Ooh, that's a charge. I thought he was going to keep that going.
Looks like that Rei Genji is trying to go on the hard flank there, but Mont on the Brigitte is actually shutting it down quite well.
might need the Keurig out here to counter all these purples coming out, or just better watching for them from...
I think the reliable on a heavy healing with the purple to counterplay and the Brigida to shut down flankers is really strong here.
Okay.
Like, Mott immediately goes after the flanking.
Yeah, I see that over there. Nice,
they
gets
take
the
a win.
pick.
So now...
Brig is one of their preferred heroes, I believe. With this purple, will the tank go down?
Ooh,
I'm really expecting
a hard
the
time. It eventually goes down.
Yeah, with the Ram. I mean, they didn't even need to go into the big boy form. Sleepy time. Oh, unfortunately, woke.
This is going to be an interesting fight here. The Ramatra is super low. It looks like it's just supports.
Gets
another
there.
cleanup kill. So
we have no the DPS as well. We still have your Prime.
That is true.
I don't know if he just if he survived through it or he got back for spawn. Not sure, but it looks like they're holding.
If they can secure this kill on the Moira, huge. All right, now Barberton just needs to patiently wait for the tank to come back. And there Alec is. Perfect.
Not Alec. That's Fincher.
Fincher. I apologize.
That's all right. We're used to Alec being our forever tank, but today we got Fincher in on map 2.
Fincher does a lot of flex play for Barberton. He plays tank. He plays DPS occasionally.
We've had him run support. We've had him run all the roles.
That is true.
Those fire spikes are so much bigger right now. Like, you know, the damage buff. Will this tire come out, or are they going to suss it out? They're not sussing it out.
Excellent.
I really like this. I'd like to see Barberton keep rolling these ultimates into these next couple fights here. They've got the ult advantage. They just need to press these fights, keep holding. I can't quite get to the finish.
Oh, that's a wall there.
It's all right.
I really like the hyper-aggressive plays as soon as the Barberton gets fixed, and not necessarily like trying to clean up the singular Genji
now,
there.
if we start seeing any odd play from Fincher here, he was having some connection issues today. So I don't know if that's going to come up in this game or not. I don't recall. So that may... The machine was giving us a bit of trouble.
If we see any walking straight into the wall without any input, is that what that might be?
Could be.
A nice pick with the,
him standing still right now could be what it is. Okay. Still good pick from Sunwolf, though. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of weirdness here. I wondered if it was going to be on this map. I remember that he said that he had at some point was struggling. I was mostly working with the JV today, so these maps are a very big surprise to me today as far as how things are going. Sunwolf get another
second pick there, yeah. So it looks like even with the DCs, Barberton's going to be able to sustain.
I think it's more lag than DC. Oh, the Ram. Oh, can we charge him out of here? That'd be the move.
That is a lot of ultimates coming from Struthers. I don't think Barberton quite has a chance.
I like the charge coming out, though. You got one pick.
That is 3 picks with the blade there. It looks like Struthers might be able to take this. Slow death on Kaeden there, and eventually he goes down as well.
Yeah, so low too. I bet we missed a bit of fighting over here probably with that Ozna so low.
Patiently waiting for his heals to come in, knowing that he's battling.
Another 2:30 on the clock, but Barberton really held that quite a while, I'd say. I don't know if connection issues could be the downfall there, if that was just the fact that they all pressed Q. Right.
It was a combination of the two. They should have anticipated, they being Barberton, that Struthers was going to make a play like that.
And Barberton should have
shut down potential, but they
exactly
opt to utilize
it. We look at the ults on our DPSs. We should have seen some of those maybe at the start of the fight. They could have prevented that Q to win coming out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
At least
Tiger comes out, probably going to shut down a fight here.
Looking to get through the Ram here, trying to get behind him to pop him with the. They get a pretty big hit, but yeah.
Necessarily do anything.
I actually would have rather they went for the Moira over there.
Sunwolf still ends up getting the
oh,
main
it looks
support
like he
there.
trades down here somehow. I don't see exactly how
I would consider that a positive trade if we can have a tank-to-tank battle there. Because the healing is end up going to be better, but it looks like Genji gets out as well. Ryan taking it to the support here. I would like to see him battle the Ramatra while the Ana is still down.
He's watching his back here, too. So we should be good as far as support. He may not be able to be seen anymore.
Ana is back now, though, and
oh, it's the Genji. The Genji was pressuring up top, and unfortunately that meant the Ryan was cut off from support, and so therefore Barberton was a little cut off.
Yeah, the positioning from Barberton in general is a little bit scattered and not really well coordinated, and this Genji is really starting to exploit it.
Well, I mean, they're holding high ground, so they're probably thinking, we're on the high ground, this is good positioning, right? So what about this high ground is quite not where you want it to be, right? Like, what do you... What would you have liked to have seen on that high ground?
Too easily exploited. Probably more condensed at castle, perhaps, and even further back.
Say holding more here?
Yeah. They were up in the keep, which was a decent way to position, but they might have needed to take a fight within the castle itself.
Wow, they get a lot of space just walking into the second.
Well, absolutely. They got a 4K there with Kaeden being down and that Genji going to town in the sports there.
They're going to have to go for point 3 here. We got the Sigma out now instead. How do you feel about Sigma?
Interesting decision here. There's a decent choke to get some range in. The rock collides directly with the wall. Looks like Barberton might be on the back foot here, although decent overshields. It's a hard game to play. Blade is up, and there's no instant counter.
Oh, nice
the
rock.
blade goes down. That was a very nice rock.
You know, rock beats scissors if you didn't know.
That is true, yes. Although the scissors have not come out yet.
Laser beats quite a lot, though, as does Ramatra ult. So let's see how that kind of shakes out for Barberton. It looks like they're getting pressured back. They do not know Yi is here. They do now. I believe he was sitting there in the corner of that whole fight.
Barberton's been holding on to a lot of ults, multiple fights in a row here, and Struthers is doing a good job comboing the ults and continuing to pressure, getting tempo, getting his payload all the way to last here.
Yeah, they're really using the momentum. I see we've got the swap over to... No swap yet.
Here comes the visor, which gets that first pick, which is great on the Ana. Gets a second pick. Looks like Barberton, not enough support for the soldier.
Yeah, as he was looking around the corner, rammed Kaeden the side of his head in.
He does end up going down for it, and it'd be interesting to see if
Can they stagger this?
Yes. Excellent.
Big stagger. Can they stagger this Moira?
Getting a little bit dangerous here.
Yeah, a little too scary to
keep about there. You don't want to get too many headshots from that soldier there.
That's a long range ram.
So Struthers still has Blade available to them. They don't have a combo with it though. Barberton's got every ult that they can
conceivably need in this. Yeah, I'd say more than enough. I'm hoping we're going to see Fincher start this off and then everyone else just pick them up while they're up in the air. Look how dense they are. Here it is.
So there's
got
a lift
2.
with the nano.
Can they finish? Yes, they get 1 support. This should be a 1 fight with the nano out too. They don't need any more ults here. They can save Sunwolf and mods for the next. They get the soldier.
Smart plays. They do get him. And the Genji wisely does not commit Blade.
I think they're chasing him though. I think they want it.
Does he get out? Smart.
Didn't want to feed any more charge. Knew he wouldn't escape. Good move from Osna. Osna, the great and powerful.
So this is final fight.
Desperation.
Running the ball.
Desperation
here.
ball sounds like a time to see
touching a little early. I think this is a lot of early damage that wasn't necessary. I think, and he's hard chasing punished for it. There's still 10 seconds on the clock there.
I'd love to see the ults come out here. There's
huge
big ult from Sunwolf. Nice Suzu to stop the blade.
1 hit point left on that Genji. Ends up going down.
All right, Barberton stops it here at. Thought they did.
Ball coming back for a second round here.
I can't believe he respawned and got out in time. I thought he might not be able to get there.
Maybe that was the plan all along. Ends up going down. The wick is burning away. The soldier can't touch in time.
Yeah, there's no way with all Barberton up here. Nice, nice hold. The second point was really rough. The first and third, though, I thought they looked pretty good.
I think so too. Just a little bit mismanagement of the ultimate economy overall, but definitely could improve with the positioning in the streets phase, as we call it, with the castle and keep.
Yeah, we really. So you're saying you want them while we're waiting, more grouped up here together as the 3 or 4 that were on high ground?
They need to identify, I think, the weak links of the enemy team's positioning. If you saw, Struthers was actually taking multiple different angles and taking different fights, and a Soul Genji was actually creating a lot of havoc 1v3 on the high ground there, a bridge over the main streets.
Yeah, right
taking a fight
here.
within the castle, like in the corridors of the castle.
You're talking about like actually in?
Absolutely, pushing the cart from behind and doing a far long wrap. Could stop cart progress, regroup the team, and get picks all at the same time, giving up that high ground briefly. They could, of course, return to that high ground after those picks are made, forcing the Genji into a 1v4 or 1v5 situation.
All right, looks like we're going with the Lucio here for a bit of speed, perhaps just out here, as well as we've got the Baptiste for the lamp. Thank you for almost demonstrating exactly what I was about to say. Not to mention, with Orion, with those fire strikes and the box,
the window from Baptiste. Yeah, that is the ultimate of Baptiste. It's a 100% damage amplification. Since the Ryan fire strike's been boosted back up to 100 damage, with that window, it is a guaranteed one-shot, one-kill against squishy targets.
We saw some of that actually in the JV match earlier today, though you did not get a chance to see that particular play.
Not.
Oh man, that's a
lot of
disc damage. Nice, the lamp comes out.
North ends up going down though.
Yeah, they get. Looks like Barb's gonna have to back this one off.
Yeah. Baptiste barely getting away there.
Are they going to chase him? Probably not.
Building a little bit extra charge.
Yeah, getting a bit of free picks there.
So in that first engage, it's important to see who came out on top. And I think just looking at the ultimate economy, it looks like Struthers was on the winning end of the deal there.
Oh, quite a lot, yes.
So let's see how Barberton chooses to take this next engage here, running straight into the junk. Discord goes back up onto the Rhine there. Already half, no armor. Trying to play this passive. Eating another rock.
I'd like to see them hug this corner more on approach.
He ends up going down from a right click from Mystic to Zenyatta there.
Yeah, they swapped off of the Zen or somebody, or not Zen, the Lucio, I think. At some point, maybe they swapped
the Kiriko. Yeah, it looks like they were going to stop trying to push choke. Okay, making a switch over to the Orisa, realizing, hey, what we're trying to do is not working. Let's try to mix it up. Trying to get some range damage here to counter pressure.
How do you feel Reese is going to play against this Rhine?
Needs to do very well with the absorption of the incoming damage via the abilities and land the javelin shot pretty well. That's a super out of position Junkrat. Oh, a slam from behind. No response from the team there, at least not quick enough. Clean kills from Struthers, getting 1 plus the turret there. Or 2 plus the turret. Or rather, the turret is actually Osna. Just reading that there.
Yeah, that's alright.
Another switch from Barberton here, bringing up the McCree. Interesting. I think the thought process here is everything we're trying to do is not working. Let's just keep changing heroes. And I don't necessarily know if I agree with that, because we've already established what we're dying to here.
I like the junks to shred this shield. I just wish we were approaching with a little bit closer to this wall where we're not going to eat so much spam.
Turret's down. 6 players gone. Abilities are out now. Barberton's move to play, but getting forced out from the lava bed there. Sunwolf gets a kill on Darkwolf off on the side there. Let's see if this is enough to create an imbalance for the next fight.
I think Barberton's looking to try to make some kind of play with their ults here.
I think so too. But the thing is that
the counterplay
still up in ult economy. There's nothing really to stop a tire though if you look at it.
That's true. The Zen ult though is the scariest thing though. You're right. A well-placed tire here is potentially.
It's going to bleed straight through a Zen ult, I think. That's their saving grace. So getting that to land is what they're going to need. Because the
nice. They must have had a play on this. You see, they were waiting for the tire to come
goes up
out.
over top. Zenyatta ult comes out. Tire ends up
nice.
getting the Torbjorn in the turret.
Oh, counter tire. Another tire out. Ooh.
Gets the lamp.
The lamp, though, saves the day.
Baptiste jumping to safety, getting out of the way of those Reinhardt swings. A pin, trying to shake it down.
Nice. Big window. Big window.
Looks like Barberton's going to take this point similarly to how Struthers did, with a bunch of ultimates right at the end there.
Well, I would say that Barberton, really only had 2 ults to use in that fight, right? I guess 3 when the Baptistes came up, but that was at the tail end. I think that was Struthers' fight to win there, and threw some really nice using the tire to kind of initiate. Then the rush off of that, it was pretty good. Let's see if Barberton can clean these streets up just as quickly as Struthers did, because Barberton, if they push into 3rd, nice pick from Sunwolf.
Ooh, looks like the right in main there is a little bit isolated.
Yeah, I think he's going to go down here with a combo.
Good job forcing him away from the healers. Ends up going down as well.
Yes, love to see it. Another pick. You're crying getting the shot off there.
It seems like Barberton and Struthers have the same positional and metagame issues on this section of the map.
I like that spam into the choke here.
This is very good. Catch
catches one. Why would they? Oh no, they need to wait for the rectangle man.
Maybe.
And then he leaves. They just let the spam keep coming in.
We get a second pick though. Oh no, he ends up being an excellent distraction, taking about 250 damage from the jump before finally going to safety. Honestly, I think the play would be like a diva here.
From Struthers or from?
From Struthers, yes, absolutely. Command that high ground and force the Junkrat in the face.
Oh, Rei gets charged up there, unfortunately. Tire comes out.
It was so quickly farmed. It gets a 3K.
Yeah, I can't believe that they didn't do anything about it. I mean, they heard it, but they must not have known that he was there.
Diva's absolutely the play here, or even a Sigma, to really stop the damage from that Sunwolf the Junkrat, just constantly farming.
Yeah, he's been farming damage like crazy here. I don't know what this.
Racer to touch.
I mean, the touch was already way over.
Maybe they thought they could get there in time for a re-engage. Oh, also taking down Kaeden.
I mean,
the bounces.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Playing a little bit of Rhine basketball with those concussive mines.
Did the Kiriko?
Goodbye, Hunter there. Let's see if he can get out.
Not
no one to
sure
teleport
on that,
to.
no.
Ends up getting pinned. Good night.
I think that the Yi's Suzu might have hit right after the. It looked like the Ryan stun went out, but then immediately was Suzu'd off.
So what had happened is that a concussive mine launched the Ryan into the air, and then Suzu juggled the Ryan and kept him airborne. So the hammer didn't actually deploy until it looked like one or two Struthers had already fallen in the back line there. Really funny play. Not something that you can rely on too much. Huge suck here from Kaeden trying to get 2. Ends up getting...
I think he taps the Ryan off there. I mean, he doesn't finish him, but definitely gets him low. Split the party a little bit too here.
The rush.
Ooh, but that Dark Wolf.
Looks like Kaden's going super deep, but ends up having his backline clean up with that Junkrat.
Everyone on the backline was dead, so they were not able to make anything out of that.
It was more that the Struthers had made a counterplay there. They saw the rush come in, and they saw the main tank Orisa coming in, and decided to completely ignore it and go for Barberton's backline, who's woefully unprepared for a counterattack, especially with the oppression that Dark Wolf is laying down. And especially now, considering he has tires, we could potentially see a tire at the start of this fight. Possibly a pulse bomb, although he's a little bit out of position, getting bounced around.
Pulse bomb comes out. Suzu was just barely missed.
No Sunwolf to protect the team. Tire coming out. Ends up getting 2 more, or 1 more rather. Looks like Barberton's going to have to back up. Ma in not a great position right now. They're a little bit stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, there wasn't much they could do there. They just didn't want to
it.
take damage and support up their tank while he was taking fire, I think.
I think positionally good. It was a great place to stay alive. I thought for sure Struthers was going to push them, but it looks like they decided not to.
No, and now
Huge
with window
coming out of Rei there, but a shatter and a lamp to save the day. Suzu follow-up. Not going to get a whole lot of value for Struthers here other than forcing out some abilities. Although the Ryan is still super aggro. Does he get punished for being out so long?
Kree's High Noon in the back. It's a low. Yep, and finish off. Nice from the back line there.
Big flank play. And
We did,
Ryan
yeah.
not finishing any eliminations there.
You're
Good
crying.
use of abilities.
Burst down the Ana real low, then threw the sticky bomb after that. What is it? What's the name of it? The concussive
I just call
grenade?
it sticky bomb. It's got a little bit of homing on it. It's no flashbang, but it's still pretty good. A tire from a very interesting position coming out of Sunwolf. Ends up getting
one
support.
pick. I mean, that's all you need, right? Oh, now Sunwolf
no
finishes
support.
the other
This
one.
is going to be an easy finish for Barberton here, it looks like.
Yeah, they're walking it in.
And
Nice.
W for
I liked,
Barberton.
I liked that they went for the ult there, and they just said we'll grab anyone, and that'll let us get the momentum, and that's what it did.
Absolutely.
We didn't need to go for the 4K though. Once again, there was a nice couple big kills on that map.
There was, yes. This is that was a
3K earlier.
Junkrat-dominated map, it felt like. The
For
Junkrat
both
going
teams.
toe-to-toe. Absolutely.
I can't wait to see the next one of this series. We're going to make a couple changes, I know, to try to suss out the issues with Fincher's machine. And then we'll come back in this next round, I believe, with Alec subbing in. And I don't believe there are going to be any other substitutions. There might be one. We'll see. And we'll see here in a moment. All right, esports fans, we've got our final subs here. Let's see, we've got Your Crying is still in and Sunwolf is still in. We've got Alec Wuethrich back on the tank running out the Sigma here. And then in addition to that, we have Asteria coming in for
Preston.
Mikey. Yep, Preston Maxwell in this case.
Looks like there's no subs from Struthers. Was Envy playing last match?
I'm not sure if Struthers used subs or not, and I cannot recall.
Interesting. So they're going to be running the Echo here on offense. So a double flanker style offense here with the Baptiste.
Not
from
playing the
Struthers.
corner, keeping the high ground. How do you feel about that usual sort of thing with the layup that they've got?
So with the heroes that they have, it seems okay, but there's not a whole lot of tiny holes for that Hanzo to be in. Kind of keeps it a bit unpredictable, but definitely would feel a lot safer in that window there. Ends up getting a pick on the Baptiste. Let's see if we can shut this down here. Oh, the Genji just goes straight in. Where's the support?
Yeah, what are we doing about this Genji, guys?
All right,
we concussed him, but it took a little while.
A little bit of negligence there from Alec, or potentially oh, knocked out of the res there. Rei is not happy. Looks like Sleepless ends up taking down the Lucio there, and Struthers may not be able to finish off this push here.
Nice fan of the hammer on the Sigma.
Echo going out. I would like to see Barberton try to regen their resources here, call back everything instead of having like this barrier out. This is not a good
use of barrier right now. It's going to get shot down and broken, exactly. So if Struthers knew... Oh, there comes the push. Gets shot down there, unfortunately. A little bit slow.
Yeah, this barrier is already so cracked because we burnt a lot of it there when there wasn't much pressure being applied.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, there's no follow-up with the attempted tracer play. It looks like a Hanzo swap now. Maybe try to match Hunter on Hanzo here. Hunter's been traditionally very good at Hanzo, able to secure headshots at pretty strange moments. Let's see if we can get lucky here. Going for those switches in the backline. And there's a rock going on to the
rock headshot.
Osna not having a great time right now, it seems like. Nice channeling of the vortex there in between the barrier to keep everybody up.
Yeah, Struthers really just shooting into that vortex. I'm like, you know that's just helping, right? Maybe they're trying to clip your crime, but your crime's the one clipping them.
And Sunwolf taking down the Moira there as well, this off angle. Looks like Barberton has a pretty commanding high ground here, and Struthers doesn't really know how to play against him. If I was Struthers, I would be thinking, we gotta get up there.
If I was Barberton, I'd use an ult.
Potentially, yeah. They have
not when there's two here, but
5.
Yeah, Barberton has everything. Counter ult.
Savior with the high noon there. Very good play from Sunwolf, realizing that his team was in massive danger.
Yeah, that was a huge play from Ryan right there. I mean, he basically said, they're all looking up here. They're not looking at me, but I'm looking at them. That was huge.
So no ults left from Struthers. Switching to the Zarya, interestingly. I would definitely like to see a dive style of play, especially on the combo with the Ana, the Mercy, and the Cassidy off on the side there, instead of like forcing himself into the Sigma here.
Would you like to see a little less? Oh, that's nice.
A nice vortex straight up the main, or gravity.
Nice Mercy pick, second pick. And we have the Nano out too, just to further enable Alec here to bully and bash.
Force back this. Zarya's a little bit exposed right now. If she gets headshot, she's gonna lose that charge. Enzyme trying to still burn, get a little bit of an ultimate charge here. Ends up getting rocked, might go down for it.
Enzyme, it's definitely envy me.
Envy me. Yeah, it sure is.
You got enzymes on the brain. What are you, a biology teacher?
No, I leave the biology teaching to you. I teach Overwatch.
Are you thinking that instead of having the shield up so much, maybe just kind of hug the corner of this building, use the permanent shield of the wall, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, LOS would definitely help out Barberton here. It doesn't seem to matter too much because
they've been getting amazing picks.
Absolutely. Struthers having a really hard time pushing up here.
Sunwolf's aimbot is working out great.
Oh, look at that.
Feels like
Monkey, this is exactly what we wanted to see out of Struthers here. Although it seems a little bit too late. It's 5 seconds left on the clock and they're down 3.
Getting tickled by the dragon doesn't feel too good. I mean, has Barberton lost anybody? Like, have they died?
They did lose several on the initial engage with the Sigma.
2, I think, yes. Right? Beyond that, I don't think Barberton's died. Celebratory time of day. High noon at the end, just to hold anyone off from coming in.
Ends up getting that final pick there. You always want to make sure that's up, just in case anyone's got that last second touch, like a Tracer or a Lucio.
Yeah, absolutely, though. Wow, that was a 4-minute hold.
Indeed, only 48. Now, granted, that's a fairly good holding position early, but generally teams coming out of attack here realize that if they're being forward held like this, they need to come up with something to really break that. And a hard dive onto the high ground or even onto the bridge, connecting those high grounds together would have been ideal. And then just drop back down underneath the bridge, not giving Barberton the advantage of a high ground, because if they can't peek you because you're hiding underneath something, the advantage is lost.
Yeah, that monkey could have been something that Struthers pulled out a lot sooner to really maybe shake up the Barberton stronghold over here.
Keeping the Genji or keeping the Tracer, maybe going with a bad tease.
Take a look at this. Already anticipating something like that hold, we've got a monkey and a Genji and heroes who are going to be going in deep most likely.
Interesting.
I wonder, are they going to try to go? Are they going to try to go fully over the top on them?
So this has been hotly debated, but it is currently legal. You can leap over that first arc there if you have heroes that have the mobility.
I think Barberton wants to try it. They've talked about this before. I think they're like, let's give it a shot just to feel it out. Now this Kiriko is going to be confused by what's happening. This Kiriko is going to be afraid.
They might teleport away.
They might just decide not to go over the top after seeing that. But look, they're set up to go.
There's 2, 3, 4.
Flight of the Valkyries. They're all there. But set up in this corner, I mean,
Yeah,
definitely
pick
close.
onto the
Oh,
board
big
there,
picks.
3. This is going to be a quick cleanup. of Barberton
Yeah, I
here.
don't think we're going to be waiting a full 4 minutes for this. This Sigma is just going to be kind of chilling out. I honestly would have
Absolutely
kept
not.
the Sigma alive, pushed 3 on, and just poked the Sigma till he died.
It allows them some re-engage here, but you see the Genji wisely going forward to try to catch anyone on their way back here.
I really like that play from Sunwolf. I wish someone had come with him to help enable that a bit more.
Absolutely. He's at least giving bitches to the team and letting them know what's coming to try and deal with this.
Yep, and he waited to re-engage after picking up the health pack here.
Getting the Moira.
Walking it in.
And there's the point.
Yeah, easy game. Easy map 3. I'd say map 2 is much more dicey, but a lot of that is a bit chalked up to some different players that may not normally run comps together like that. And in addition,
connection issues. We saw our main tank there multiple times drop shield and stop moving. It could have gone a lot worse, but I think for what Barberton had, they still played well.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that the third round, they were just dominating. There were things that, could be improved as far as, a bit of the different positioning, some using cover. There are things that, had they happened to Barberton, like that monkey earlier, forcing them off point, they would have had to adjust.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A stronger team certainly would have found some things to poke the Magics with. But in this case, Barberton, clean execution. We'll join you next week for our next round. But in this case, Barberton takes the series 3-0 against Struthers.